But if you're in a mountain alone, then you're more at peace with yourself and with the whole heaven. Yes, you can communicate more with heaven. Yes, I mean more consciously. Okay, very beautiful. If you feel really lonely to be alone, you should try that. Then you know what I mean. You won't feel lonely at all if you're alone.
Please continue watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centres near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, Dutch, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, and Thai. Нэгүсэнгүү зөгчөстэй баяр хөөртэй минь төрье. Элэгсэд батны зочломтгоо Монгол орныхоо Улаанбаатар хотоос сарнаада бүхэндээ мэдчилж байна. Мөн хөх тэнгэрийн орон гэгддэг Монгол улс нь Орос хятад хоёр улстай хилэн оршдог. Манай улс нь жилийн 250 өдөр үүлгүү цэлмэг тэнгэртэй байж халуун дотн зочломтгоо арт түмэн ховор надан амтэн ургамлын төрөл зүйл сүрлэг өндөр ус өргөн удам тал хээр эсэг махнуудаараа алдартай билээ. Зөвхөн тухайн бус нутагт л ургадаг олон төрөл зүйлийн цэцэг ургамал мөн нэг ховор амттайг агуулсан гайхамшигтай сайхан байгалийн тогтцоороо Монгол улс нь аялал жуулчлал дэлхийн хамгийн онгон дагшин газруудын нэг юм. Монголын нийт хүн амын 50 гаруй хувь нь урц буюу гэр хэмээх намхан дуураг том суудсанд амьдарч нүүдлийн амьдралын хэв маяг илгүүд үздэг. Монгол орныхоо гоо үзэсгэлэн та бүхэндээ товчхон хуваалцсандаа баяртай байна. Өдөр бүхэн танд баяр хөөр айцлаар дэлбэлэх болтугай. Гаруй жилийн турш төгс гээрсэх багшийн хаан ариун сургаалаа дараа дайны дэлхийг гэрэлтэлж байна. Төгс гээрсэх багш тэрээр дотоодын бурхан чанараа нэн даруй олж мэдхийг хүсэж нэгэн насандаа хүч төрхийн хүрднээс мөнхөд чөлөөлөгдөхийг эрмэлзэгч хэн бүхэнд Араблийн бяцлаглалын аргыг уламжилдаг билээ. Будда, Есүс Христ, Зүнч Мухаммед тэрээр амгалан байг. Гүрүү Нанак зэрэг бүхий л гээрсэх багш нар Араблийн аргаар бяцлаган дадуулж ирсэн байдаг. Тэрээр хэрэв бид үргэлж бурхныг санаж, бусдын төлөө өөрийгөө мөртөн үйлчилж, орчлон ертөнцийн хуулийг дагаж явах аваас хүний хүрч болох хамгийн дээд түвшинд хүрч, энэ дэлхий дээрх зорилгоо үнэхээр ухаарах бол хэмээн хэлсэн байдаг. Их багш Чинхай бол хайр инэрлийн хосгүй амьд үлгэр дуурай юм. Тэрээр дөрвөсөд, байгалийн гамшигт өртөгсөд, орон гэргөө болон тусламж хэрэгтэй хэн бүхэнд материалыг болон санхүүгийн тусалцааг хайрынхаа хамт ямагт илгээж байдаг билээ. (2006) онд тэрээр дорн дахинд Нобелийн энх тайвны шагнал тооцогддог. Гүйсийн энх тайвны шагналыг хүртсэн бөгөөд хүмүүлгийн болон бусад сайн сайхны төлөөх гайхамшигтай ажил үйлсрээ өнгөрсөн он жилүүдэд бусад олон шагнал өргөмжлүүдийг хүртэж байсан юм. Үзэсгэлэнд анд амьтдын маань жихэн дуу хоолой тэрээр хүн төрлөختөн бүхий л амьд оршинлын ариун гэгээн чанарыг ухаан сэрснэр их дэлхийн маань хүн болоод амьтад аз жаргалтай, эв цохиролтой, аж төрөх, амар амгалан, сүр жавхлантай бүрэн веган дэлхийн болно гэсэн итгэл найдвараар амар амгалан, инэрэнгүй, ургамлан хоолыг түгээн нийлэрүүлж яадаг. Веганчиг хандлагыг дэлгэрүүлэх түүний санаачлаг олон төрөл байдгаас дурдвал өөрөөр амьдрах үед тараахуудаас хайрын өргөө олон улсын сүлжээ веган ресторан Supreme Master телевиз төдийгүй бидний мэдсэн эсгээс үл хамааран тэрээр уур амьсгалын өөрчлөлийн талаар телевизүүдийн конференцуудад оролцож нөлөө бүхий засгийн газрын болон хэлэл мэдээллийн байгууллагуудын удирдлагуудтай ойр орхон ярилцдаг. Түүний энэ бүх хүчин чармаалт нь амьтан дээлтэй амьдралын хэв маягийг төдийгүй энэхүү инэрэнгүй зам мөр нь гариг дэлхийг цаг уурын өөрчлөлтөөс авраа зогсоохгүй. Улс үндэстнүүдийн дунд тогтвортой их тайвныг хэрхэн авчирч чадахыг олон нийтэд ойлгуулахад асар их нөлөө үзүүлсэн байдаг. Төгс гээрсэх багш Чинхай олон жилийн турш дэлхийд даяар Америкаас Африк хүртэл, Европоос Номхон далай хүртэл аялахдаа олон нийтэд болон шав нааштай төрөл бүрийн сүнслэг сэдвүүдээр олон зуун лекцийг уншиж ярилцлага өгсөн байдаг. Өнөөдөр бид тэдгээр ухаарлах хайрлсан лекцүүдийн нэг болох 2012 оны 3 сарын 22-нд Францад англи хэлээр альцсан ганцаараа байхад ганцаардахгүй лекцийн 4-р хэсгийг багшаан шилжүүлцээгээр танилцуулж байна.
Now I come here, I feel very nice. The food waited for me on the table. But it doesn't mean that I prefer this lifestyle. Yeah? It's okay like this. I very love it very much because long time I don't have this treatment. I love it. But it doesn't mean that I would prefer this than to go in the mountain, being alone and meditate. There are different lifestyle and different benefit. You see what I mean? Here, benefit maybe just physically. And mentally, peace, yeah? Peace, they don't have to worry about things. I don't have to go shopping and cooking and washing. Yeah, physically it's more convenient and easy. But if you're in a mountain alone, then you're more at peace with yourself and with the whole heaven, yes. You can communicate more with heaven, yes. I mean, more consciously, okay? Very beautiful. If you feel really lonely to be alone, you should try that. Then you know what I mean. You won't feel lonely at all if you're alone. It is a paradox, but it's like that. Did you guys try? Yes. You did? You feel good? Yeah? Yes? Mm-hmm. Just be alone, then you don't feel lonely. It's funny. The more boyfriends you have, the more lonely you feel. I assure you. You feel fed up, disappointed. You know? Mm. Because you expect things from men. They're not. They don't have. Sorry. And they expect things from you. Maybe also you don't have. Yeah. Actually, you don't really, I don't know. You don't fall in love with love. You fall in love with love, you know? You imagine your own romantic lifestyle. Like have a man and he's always like tender to you and always like pay attention to you, or being very romantic and tender and loving and kind and help and loving to you. Yes, but most men, they just do what they do. They're just men. Like the taxi driver I told you yesterday. But there are some men are very nice. But you have to look beyond appearance. Have to let your intuition guide you and your feeling guide you. You cannot just have a type. You know, like I say, not my type. It's not the type. It's just something inside. But if it's a strong attraction, then you have to also be careful because it's maybe enemies. Understand? To come back to iron out the differences, the hatred in former life. Yeah. The taxi driver was asking me also how to make his marriage happier, you know, things like that, you know. And after I told him things, you know, many more things, and he was very happy. He said, yes. Did I tell you about his wife asked? He asked me about his wife? Okay. And there are more to that. Because he said he doesn't have time, no? And we have to put on this tape, there's a continuation of the romantic story yesterday. Otherwise people miss the end. Okay. Yeah, he asked me, but how come, how to make her more happy, That more she know more that he loves her. I said, you have to show it. Not just think that she knows it. Who knows? Maybe she doesn't know. Can she read your mind? No. So you have to show it, yeah? Like, for example, because the last day, there's some other workers, help me do something, repairing some places. And then last day, because last day I left, I want to invite them all to a drink or something, and later we eat something also. And then he also came, this taxi driver. And then he took me out afterward, And then so we talked because of that, His friend, one of his friends, is the worker in my place. Outside people, worker repairing something. And his wife, that worker wife is a blonde German, very tall and beautiful. They happily have it together. 10 years marriage already. It's still like yesterday. I can feel it. I see the way they do and they act together. So I told him, you have a friend, a very good example. You see how they keep their marriage 10 years strong and still very good together. You learn from them example. You don't ask me. He said, how? Learn how? Where? Men are blind, I tell you also, okay? They don't know nothing. They don't see nothing. You have the whole refrigerator full of food, you don't see anything to eat. Understand? A woman also blind. We have the whole garderobe, have a lot of dress, but we don't see what to wear tonight. Take 1 hour, 2 hours to pick up. Okay, now, I say, how learn? Where? What do I ask him? I say, you don't have to ask anything. You look at him. You see, I only saw him today, but I noticed how he treats his wife nicely. That's why they're very happy together. And more normally, he's like that. He's much taller than him, about this much. You see what I mean? And they're happy together. Before she came, he came already because they're working with me, so we came together down to eat something. And then I say, why don't you invite all your wife also, if you want to? And then so all the wife come afterward. And before she came, before the blonde German came, they already told me, be careful, his wife is, they prepare me because they don't want me to be shocked or say something funny. I say, why? Is it because his wife is much taller than him? And he is Minnesota. They do like this to me. I say, I know, I saw many couple like that, and they're very happy together, and they are also like, I say, yes, they are. I say, yeah, I know it. So I told the taxi driver, you learn from that example. I say, but don't tell your friend. Don't tell. And besides, he already married before, and he has 2 children before her even. But this second time marriage also have 1 child. And they're very happy together, And the child, the later one, very handsome, despite the father. Very handsome, intelligent, very open, very lovable kid. And this child is very, very absolutely happy, confident, secure. It's just because of good marriage. The second marriage is the love child, you see, and he's so happy. And she's pregnant again now, for example. So I say, how do he keep his marriage so strong? You see, when they're together, we are a big group of people, but he's always connected with his wife. You see, his hand always either on her legs or on her shoulder or touching her hand or looking at her now and then and always referring to her, always attentive to her. I agree. I say, why? Why is that? A woman just love attention, no? She loves to feel that you love her no matter what, no matter with how many people. You see that man? No matter how many people around him, no matter whom he talk to, he always keep connection with his wife. He's always remain connected. And he didn't really do it like on purpose, or maybe he did on purpose, I don't know. But normally like that. So I say you learn from him, you see that? And he doesn't even have to take like the whole day with his wife or anything. Anytime you come home, you just hug her and say you miss her and how you love her and you appreciate the clean house and good food or anything. Even though you know it, you never say anything. Just about daughter all the time, It's very bad for your wife to hear all that instead of something about her. No? So you see, that's also a good example in front of him, and he didn't learn it. You see what I mean? Yeah, that's like, I'm just telling you that because if you look for like a handsome man or something, maybe you won't be happy. Just let love find you, you know? And then after a while, you will fall in love, not with the man. You know? The man can change, but love is always there, you see what I mean? Yeah. Because even if a handsome guy, he go out, if he have accident or something, he might not be handsome anymore. The appearance, yeah? And sometimes you think you like to look for a sweet man and something like that. He might look sweet, but he's not that sweet. No, he's maybe cold and calculating inside. He just pretend to be sweet or just politically sweet. You see what I mean? So that to get on well with everybody, to do what he want to do, or to be a good guy in the group, you know? But he might not be that good. That's why you're disappointed all the time. Listen to your mom here who has no boyfriend or no husband, talking like an expert. But it's true, no? Or not? Huh? No? True. No, don't say that because I'm master, yeah? Tell me, is that true? Yeah, okay. So sometimes the man don't look very great, but you see the good point in him, you know? Sometimes even he don't look good, but when he smile, look very good. And you tell him that, for example. You have to also be loving and kind to him also. And then you get that in return, and then more and more all the time build up together. But if you expect too much in the beginning, then you're bound to be disappointed very quick and lose interest very soon.
Master, just recently I did meet a very nice fella.
Mm-hmm.
Not good looking or anything, but inside I felt he was very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that he's still unofficially divorced.
Mm-hmm.
So my heart just shut down because I knew that he wasn't divorced and I didn't want to have conflict with my practice.
Mm-hmm.
So I just shut down.
Okay.
I didn't take it much further. So I do try to look for more the qualities rather than just the material or the physical.
Okay.
It's just that I don't know what I do that frightens men. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I'm too business orientated or independent.
Yeah, it's true. You're too successful
strict.
Also. You're too independent and too smart. Also, that doesn't help either.
Yeah.
Man doesn't like smart and successful woman.
No.
You have to be less successful. Less intelligent. You know, like there's a very funny story about one of the Chinese residents told me some of the wife of that they know outside, you know. And normally when the husband is at home, then if she see like a cockroach, you know, she say, "Oh, cockroach." Then the husband say, "Leave it to me," you know, and take it out. But at home, if she anything, she just, you know, sweep it up herself. But if a husband at home, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't open this can." No, actually, a can is difficult to open. So instead of finding a man, I just buy the can opener. The jar, you know, the jar normally very tight. So I give you a tip even, right? Just buy those professional jar opener. It helps. So you don't even need a man for that. Or you use a gripping kind of hand plastic glove. And first you knock a little bit, or you turn it upside down, spang the bottom of the jar. Then you open easy, yeah. But if the jar is too big, you know, difficult. I don't know why I tell you about the jar, man. What's a boring thing? Yeah, you know what? You say you try to look for a quality man, but then you try to look for a married man so that you can have excuse and tell me that, oh, he's married anyway. Subconsciously. No. Okay. Yeah.
It's quite embarrassing talking to you, Master.
Why? Because I tell you the truth.
And also because it makes me feel so, I don't know, it just feels awkward.
Okay, awkward?
Yeah.
To me?
No, and in front of all our brothers and sisters.
Okay. Who cares? They know you already. You're famous for. You're a boyfriend collector.
But actually, Master, what I'd rather speak to you about is it's going to be 16 years this year that I've been initiated.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really been a wonderful journey with you.
Yes.
And my life has changed phenomenally. I mean, really, really, really enormously on so many levels. And even from a fun aspect and from a learning aspect. And even myself, I've noticed in myself how much I've really grown.
Yeah.
But Master, I still really have such a low impression of myself in terms of my spiritual practice. I still think lowly of myself.
Why?
Maybe because I don't love myself enough.
You're not what, love?
May-
You're not high enough?
That, and maybe because I don't love myself enough. And because I don't think that I'm worthy.
You don't love yourself enough? Uh-huh. But what is it that you cannot love yourself?
I guess it's just maybe I have a poor perception of myself inside. I mean, I know my qualities and I know that I have lots of good qualities and I'm loving. And I like to be kind and generous to people, but at the same time I can really get irritated with people and really get agitated. And the more I try, the less I seem to achieve. So, and then of course when I behave really badly, like if I lose my temper, then I immediately think to myself, I've been practicing for so many years, I've gone to so many retreats, and look where I still am.
Yeah.
But I do know that I have progressed. It's just that I feel maybe I've been really slow. And
okay.
Obviously I'd like to change that.
Oh, don't worry, honey.
Is it?
No. When I was married, I was sweet and honey. And look at me now.
You see, so that's also why I feel lonely, because of that constant mental that's going on.
Okay, don't worry.
Myself,
don't worry.
You know?
You're okay.
But even with outside people, I don't feel understood.
Yes.
So
it's funny, huh?
That kind of also adds to the loneliness.
Oh, so sorry, love. No, I feel better with outside people than with the inside people. I told you, the taxi driver in love with me. The Monaco drive, the special car. Come here, princess. Oh, just for you.
So I'm not complaining, Master, like with my practice and with
Don't worry,
you as
I'm
a
worse than
master.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that I wish I could be better.
Outside people, like with business dealing people, or just normal taxi driver, for example.
What do you mean?
Whom that you don't get on well with?
No, like
the outside.
if for instance, if I go out on a date.
The what?
Like,
the date.
As an example, if I go out on a date, yeah, then I really feel out of place. In business, for some reason in business, I'm really very good. But in business, it's never really about me. It's always about serving my customer or my client.
Then it's good.
So
then
I
you're
do
good.
well there.
Then you're good. That maybe that's, we are not all good at everything. See? Sometimes we're good at something only, and we're born to do that. Then it's good. Maybe you shouldn't date at all. Maybe don't you ever consider that?
I do. I go for long periods without dating. I mean, I went for almost a year without dating anyone.
Almost a year, wow.
No, and then I get a lot of pressure, Master.
Imagine me. Almost a year, eh?
Well,
okay.
Like in that year, then there's no coffees with anyone or no social,
I understand.
But then I also get a lot of pressure from my customers. Like my clients, they say, you're 40 already, you got to get married, you got to have
who cares
kids.
about them?
Like when are you going to start?
Okay.
So the self-esteem, I think, is really the big issue now.
I don't know why you have your self-esteem so low. You're doing well and you're so good and so devoted, you know what I mean?
I am devoted.
In my opinion, yeah?
Thank you, Master.
Талархалт үзэгчдээ өнөөдөр ганцаараа байхад ганцаардахгүй лекцийн 4-р хэсгийг багш уншилцаагаар хүлээн авч үзсэнд баярлалаа. Supreme Master телевизтэй хамт байж эерэг хөтөлбөрүүдэд үргэлжлүүлэн үзээрэй. Одоо гэрэлт эрх юмнандаг амьдралаар амьдрах олон талын авьяастай буддийн шашинтан тэргүүн багш Кейко Сакашита хийсэн ярилцлага 1-р хэсэг мэрэгэн сургаалаар гарнаа. Бурхан Будда та бүхнийг эзлэж сүнслэг үнний зам мөрт замчлах болтугай. May Lord Buddha bless you and guide you to the path of spiritual truth. For more details, please visit suprememastertv.com/BMD.